This one gonna hit him right here.
So many people are hurt inside, don't even know him, even though they might have heard of God.
Gotta get into this.
Can he love me? Will he hear my prayer? He'll think I'm ugly when he sees my clothes and sees my hair. I heard of a savior, heard he bled and died. We can give him my sins and we can get his life. Yet I wonder for me if he will even care when he sees my clothes or when he sees my
Let me get up in this verse right now. I'm thinking back to when we first got down. I only groped, but when you searched I found. Snatch quick, though you knew how I acted. That's what's sick, I was a pick that you drafted. A backflip with a split, couldn't be more backwards. In fact, that's classic, I love to see your tactics. But I think back to when I shrink back from the real beat, it's real deep. I really thought you could never feel me, cause my shirts were double X, when really I was a small. Double shirts for the effect, when really it wasn't called for. Pants baggy, they sagged and dragged on the floor. But I was never that bored to show the back of his drawers. But I did hang, kick slang, me and my boys did. Rock durags till it put a crease in our foreheads. And on the surface of the set we were worthless, but I'm glad you purposed to love us and you made us your purchase.
So many people are hurt inside, don't even know him, even though they might have heard of God. Can he love me? Will he hear my prayer? He'll think I'm ugly when he sees my clothes and sees my hair. I heard of a savior, heard he bled and died. We can give him our sins and we can get his life. Yet I wonder for me if he will even care when he sees my clothes or when he sees my
I was
hair.
convinced of your power, so I was down to comply with your standard. You're God the Father, creator, I was your product. But I noticed my focus, it wasn't on you. My hope was you would meet me in heaven. But as for earth, I roll with the hood. Really didn't want your heaven, just didn't want hell more. Really didn't want your presence, just didn't want hell more. I didn't know you were beautiful. You made advances, but in fact I pushed you back like a cuticle. I was a bad date, but now I know what it was. You got lumped in with some people like a crab cake. They elevate their own, they celebrate, they make their own what's right. They say it's what you like, everything else they make it wrong. I'm glad you don't hate our musical fashion, unless these things are how you intend us to use them or clashing. Cause for us, this is just a part of the culture, but it's the reason why some think they shouldn't try to approach you.
Man sees the outside, but God sees the inside. No matter your outside,
No matter.
to faith he'll come inside. Man sees the outside, but God sees the inside. No matter your outside, to faith he'll come inside. So many people are hurt inside, don't even know him, even though they might have heard of God. Can he love me? Will he hear my prayer? He'll think I'm ugly when he sees my clothes and sees my hair. I heard of a savior, heard he bled and died. We can give him our sins and we can get his life. Yet I wonder for me if he will even care when he sees my clothes or when he sees my hair.
Weep. So many people never heard of the name. Yeah, they heard the word Jesus, but never heard of his fame. They feel cut off from him, not just cause of their sin, but because of their clothes, hair, or their color of skin. And they've been afloat, drowning in sin. We're in a boat, yet they've never been approached, cause we see him as different folks. God's all for universal. He wants you in a circle, he wants you in a do-rag, and he wants you in the purple hair. Now you could just take a cursory glance at the word and see God made the plans of diversity. Is there one godly ethnic group in the church? Should we all wear one polyester suit? Or maybe rock sandals and robes? No ham, I suppose. When we meet, maybe we should only eat salmon and loaves. Should we only like the organ or the violin? I'm inquiring, I admire men up in the choir band women. But 1 minute, why do some people assume that God's iPod got no tunes, they got the boom bap? He's with white, with black, with Asian, with rock, country jazz, with rap.
So many people are hurt inside, don't even know him, even though they might have heard of God. Can he love me? Will he hear my prayer? He'll think I'm ugly when he sees my clothes and sees my hair. I heard of a savior, heard he bled and died. We can give him our sins and we can get his life. Yet I wonder for me if he will even care when he sees my clothes or when he sees my hair.
That's what I'm saying right there, man. Gotta look on the inside. God chooses the unlikely. It's feeling good. Lot of hurt in this world. Lord, do your thing. gotta do some healing.